सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तं पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिनि व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः नारायणं पद्मभवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यं श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यं तन्तोऽर्थिककारमन्यालस्मद्गुरुं सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि साक्षात् सच्चिदानन्दं जगद्वैमक्रियं तन्नमामि नृसिंहस्य योगिगम्यं परं पदम्. We'll also add the first shloka as Mangalacharana here. खानिलाग्यब्धरित्यन्तं सर्पणीवोद्गतं यथा ध्वान्तच्छिदे नमस्तस्मै हरये बुद्धिसाक्षिणे. Gurubhyo namaha. Okay, so now further after the first shloka, the second shloka introduction. The first shloka of Mangalacharana was to Paramatma, who is the creator of the Bhuta Bhautika Prapancha, and he is seen as Hari. So Hari, who is Hari? Harati Papa Niti Hari, Kartari Vitpatti. One who takes away all your papas is called as Hari. So to that Hari, who is Buddhi Sakshi, Samashti, Jagat Karta, and Buddhi Sakshi, therefore Vyashti also Pratyagatma, there is Aikya as Vishaya, which is the Vishaya of the text, Grantha. That has been revealed. And what kind of a Hari? He is Dhvanta Chida. Dhvanta Chid, meaning he is one who takes away Ajnana Nasha. Dhvanta Chide Nama. So now the introduction to the next shloka. He says, Uttara shloka tatparyam aha. What is the tatparya of the second shloka? Swasampradayasya iti. So here he says, Sampradaya, what is it? Sampradite guruna shishyaya. You have seen this earlier. Iti sampradaya. So another we saw is Asmai. Asmai shishyaya pradiyate, samyak pradiyate, sampradiyate, guruna. So the Shishya is part of the Sampradaya. He is also called as Sampradaya because it's a Guru Guru Shishya Parampara. The Shishya becomes the Guru and takes more Shishyas and makes them continue the Sampradaya. Sorry. So that is introduced the next shloka by Swasampradayasya. In the Mula, Swasampradayasya cha Swasampradayasya cha Udita Pramana Purvakatva Jnapanaya. विशिष्ट गुण संबंध संकीर्तन पूर्विका गुरोह नमस्कार क्रिया. Guroho namaskara kriya. Here Shashti is in the sense of to the Guru. To the Guru there is a namaskara kriya. Earlier it was to the Ishta Devata. Now the namaskara is to the Guru. Why? He says Swasampradayasya cha udita pramana purvakatva jnapanaya. Jnapanaya, to make it known. To make it known, to reveal what? There is Purvakatvam. Purvakatvam. What Purvakatvam? Pramana Purvakatvam. Meaning, there is Pramana for the Jnana which comes up. Udita Pramana Purvakatva. So, Pramanatva is there. It has come up in what? It is in the Swasampradaya. That is how the Pramanya has come in. It has come from Ishvara, through the Vedas, through the Guru Parampara, Karna Sampradaya, and the same Jnana is retained even today. And Shruti being the Mula for that, Shastra Pramana, that is shown. The Sampradaya has Shastra as the Pramana. Therefore, Swasampradayasya, one's own Sampradaya, is what Sampradaya? Says the Mulakara Bhagavan Sureshwaracharya. It is Udita Pramana Purvaka. It is Udita Pramana Purvaka means the Pramana precedes. The Udita Pramana precedes. Pramanya in the words of the Guru is there because it was there earlier also Shastra being pramana. And that is how the sampradaya has continued. So it is not without basis that we are teaching this, says the Mulakara. We are teaching this with the basis in the Guru's words, which is Pramana Purvaka. Sampradaya, entire Sampradaya is Pramana Purvaka. Udita Pramana Purvaka. And thereby what? Vishishta Guna Sambandha Sankirtana Purvika Esha Kriya. Guroho Namaskara Kriya. The Namaskara is a Kriya. Nama Pravhi Bhave. So bowing down to the Guru here is called as Namaskara Kriya. And that is what? Sankirtana Purvika. Sankirtana. Stuti Purvika. It is preceded by Stuti. What is the Stuti there? So when one does the Namaskara, Ashtanga Namaskara, the Ashtanga Namaskara also includes words. Bhavana. Manasika Bhavana. So it is with the Vachika Kriya also. Not only Manasika Kriya and Kayika Kriya. It's not only Kayika Kriya, it is Manasika also and Vachika also. That makes the Ashtanga complete there. So Sankirtana Purvika, the Stuti, Vachika Kriya is also there. And that, what is that Sankirtana? Vishishta Guna Sambandha. There is a Vishesha Guna Sambandha there. It will be explained in the Tika further. And thereby the second shloka is introduced by the Mulakara himself with the Sambandhokti. So what is this Swasampradaya? Tikakara says Svena Praptaha Vidya Upadeshaha Tasya. Sampradaya. So Sampradaya is what? Svena Praptaha Vidya Upadeshaha. It is a teaching. Upadesha. Bhave Vitpatti. So Vidyaya Upadesha Svena Prapta. It is attained by me, he says, through the Guru. And what is this Cha there? Cha Udita Sampradaya. So here Udita Pramana Purvaka. So Sa Sampradaya se Cha. Why Cha there? So Cha Shabdaha, Cha iti Shabda, Cha Shabda. It's a Samasta Pada. Cha Shabdaha Devata Namaskarena Guru Namaskarasya Samuchayartha. First shloka was Ishta Devata Namaskara. And second shloka is Guru Namaskara. So to do the Samuchaya, both should be done. Ishtadevata Namaskara and Guru also, Guru Namaskara also. Although both are seen as one, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu Ityadi, that is also there. Stuti is there. But still, Guru Namaskara follows the Devata Namaskara, Paramatma Namaskara to show that the Cha word has been used. Tasya Sampradayasya Uditaha Pramanam. What is that? Uditaha Pramanam. Pramanam is equal to Acharya. He says Pramana is Acharya himself now. Why? Because it is Shabda Pramana. Shabda comes through the Acharya. That Acharya himself is as though Pramana because it's a means. Not literally. Because Shabda Pramana does not include a person. But the words are Pramana. They come through the Acharya. Therefore that Acharya is called as Pramana here. Uditaha Pramanam. That Pramanam is Acharya. Who is the Udita Pramana? Acharya. Why? He says there is a Shruti. Acharyavan Purusho Veda. Veda. So Veda here is a Tinganta Pada which can be in Lat also and Lit also. The Rupa is Lit Rupa for Vidhatu. It should have been Vetti. But in Lat Lakara, Vetti. But Veda is what? Lit Lakara. Nalatus Us. So Nal Pratyaya has been added. Now this in the Vidhatu optionally takes the lit pratyayas also. So here it can be in the lit meaning, it can be in the lat meaning, but since it is in the Upanishad Vedas, it is late lakara. Late lakara is in vidhi meaning also. Vidhi nimantrana, amantrana ityadi. Adishta, samprashna prarthaneshu, ling. So any of those meanings can apply to late. Late can take any form. So it can be seen as vidhi, it can be seen as latlakara, it can be seen as litlakara also. So Acharyavan Purusho Veda, the person sadhaka who has an Acharya knew or knows or would know. Sambhavana, Shakyarthi ling you can take. But here it is explaining that one person who has found an Acharya, Acharya is one who has studied in the Sampradaya. Achinoti. Achinoti tattvam also, he follows that. As is the tattva, he follows, he teaches. In his own life, you can see he's applying all the teachings. So that kind of a person is an acharya. Now, as soon as a sadhaka finds an acharya, why would he know? How is it that he is said to know the tattva just because he has found an acharya? Or as soon as he finds an acharya? So here it is in that sense that once you have found an acharya, and we have seen earlier, how long will the acharya teach? Avagati paryantam jnanam. As long as the sadhaka does not understand, till that time the teaching should continue. So if that teaching continues till the sadhaka understands, then sadhaka will definitely understand bhavi utpatya. Sometime in the future, at least, he'll definitely get the knowledge. Sampradaya prapta. Therefore, it is a stuti of jnana, that jnana which comes from the shruti that reveals the jnana through the guru is bound to fructify in the shishya. Therefore, this Shastra Shruti itself says that Acharyavan Purusho Veda, as though he already knows now. He has not got the knowledge yet, but he will get the knowledge. Therefore, it is said that Acharyavan Purusho Veda. And that is Pramana, that Vakya is Pramana to call the Pramana in the Udita Pramana Purvaka. So, to call that Pramana itself as Acharya. So, तस्य संप्रदायस्य उदितः प्रमाणम् आचार्यः आचार्यवान् पुरुषो वेद इत्यादि श्रुतिभ्यः तत्पूर्वकत्व ज्ञापनाय. To show that jnana cannot be attained by independent study. It should not be done. Swatantrena, what? Swatantrena Shastra Pariksha or something. Na kuryat. There is a vakya like that. Anveshanam, yeah, sorry. Yeah. Anveshanam na kuryat. Thank you. So, Shastra Anveshanam Swatantrena na kuryat. One should not do. Why? Anveshan, Pariksha, Parikshartha. Anveshanam is the word there. Why? And even if one is a Vidwan in the sense, Vyakarana he knows other Shastras, but still Vedanta should not be independently studied, because there are a lot of meanings which seem possible. There are because it is Sutra Bhuta. It is Vishwato Mukha. There are many meanings possible and one may go wrong. There can be a Jnana Bhasa that I have understood. So, Acharya can remove the contradictions who is himself trained in the Sampradaya, learning within that. Therefore, Acharyavan Purusha Veda shows what? It shows that Jnapanaya, Kim Jnapanaya, Tatpurvakatva. Acharya Purvakatva Jnapanaya, Jnanasya. Jnana has to have Acharya in the stage where the person is not able to understand, and therefore the Acharya reveals the knowledge that is in the Shruti, unfolds it, and then the Shishya can get it. Therefore, Acharya himself is called as Uditaha Pramanam. Further what? Further, there is another Patha Bheda. Instead of Udita, there is Uchita. Was there a Tippana worth looking at? So here, there is a Tippana here. Tippana 4, Ityadi Shrutibhya. So Adi Padena, which other Shruti? So here, there is a Tippana given. Adi Shabdena Acharyadhyaiva Vidya Vidita Sadishtam Prapata. So Ityadi Grahyam. So there is a type here, Prapta. The word is Prapata anyway. In either case, it's a Chandasa Prayoga there. Chandasa Prayoga means the Rupa is not well known. So it has to be glossed over as what? Understood as Prapnoti Ityartha. So there Bhagavan Bhashyakara would say Prapnoti. So Prapate word has been used. Here Prapta has been given. Prapate. So Prapata. Here there is a typo. So Prapata, if you read, the word in the Shruti is Prapate with the iti. There ikara, there is a sandhi. So Prapata, this word should be Prapata. And what it means? Prapnoti. Acharya deva vidita sadishtam prapt. Prapnoti. It will be Samyak Jnana, which is Ajnana Nivritti Karaka, only when it is attained from an Acharya, not through independent study. Okay, so such Shrutis are also there. Then instead of Udita, Dakara, Chakara is there Uchita Pramana. So Uchita Pramana iti Vakya api ayameva artha. So where Udita Pramana, meaning the Pramanya which is born, you can say, with Bhava Nirdesha maybe. Uchita Pramana anyway, it is very straightforward. So the most appropriate Pramana is Acharya there. So thereby Uchita Pramana, if you take that reading also, Pata Veda, the same meaning applies here. Tippana 1. च उदित प्रमाणे इति वा पदच्छेदः तत्र अर्थः इति अयमेव अर्थः. So anyway, उदित प्रमाण, in fact उदित प्रमाण उचित प्रमाण he says, and चोदित प्रमाणे इति वा पदच्छेद. Even in that case also, च udita, instead of cho udita, you can say chodita pramana also. So chodita is prodded, vidhi. So it's a vidhi that acharya alone is the source, should be the source for your study. That way also it can be read. Chandrika takes it in that manner. So same meaning, anyway same meaning. Anyway, similar shade of meaning at least, if not exactly same. Vishishta gunaihi. So Vishishta guna sambandha has been mentioned there. So what is this Sankirtana Purvika? Vishishta guna sambandha Sankirtana Purvika. Esha Namaskara Kriya. So what is that? Vishishta gunaihi. Vishishta guna sambandha. So Vishishta gunaihi ya sambandha tat sambandha Purvika. That is a samasta pada there. That is a samasa vigraha. And what is the meaning for each word there? Vishishta gunaihi means what? Acharyasya vishishta gunaihi yah sambandha. Sah. Acharyasya sambandha. Vishishta gunaihi kasya sambandha? He says acharyasya sambandha. Acharya has sambandha with these vishishta gunas. Pramanya. All these gunas are there in the acharya, should be there. That is why sa gurumevavi gachet samit panim ityadi in the Mundaka mantra, what we saw in the earlier pathas as to what should one do, parikshalokan karmachitan brahmano nirmedam ayat. Then what should one do when one gets vairagya? By analyzing one's own experiences. He should approach a guru. So what kind of a guru? Shrotriyam brahmanishtham. He should be a shrotriya, he should be a brahmanishta. So those are the vishishta gunas. Those are the vishishta gunas as given in the Dharma Shastra. So he should be a Shrotriya and a Brahmanishta. So Brahmanishta is who? Brahmani Nishtayasya, one who has Nishta in Brahma, committed to Brahma and remains in that. Now this is very difficult to know. Ajnani cannot know Jnani. Therefore we give a benefit of doubt that if a person has studied in the Sampradaya, then since Acharyavan Purusho Veda, therefore if I am assuming that I'll get jnana in this very life. Otherwise, why am I struggling? The assumption is that with a good acharya and my sadhu behavior, I will get jnana here and now. I'll be jivan mukta. If that is an assumption, that is a kind of a leniency I have towards myself. I'm kind towards myself and I have a hope that I will get it. Why should I deny it to the acharya whom I am approaching? Therefore, there is a benefit of doubt given. You give the acharya as much shraddha as you give yourself, that I will get this jnana only when I gain it from a person who knows the tattva. Otherwise, there is no point in approaching the guru, acharya. So we give the sampradaya acharya the same shraddha that we have in ourselves, and we say that this is a jnani and I will get that jnana and become a jnani thereby. So this is shraddha. Therefore you assume brahmanishtatvam, but brahmanishta, just being brahmanishta won't help me, because if a person is brahmanishta, he may not know the methodology to teach, how to resolve my doubts. Therefore whom should I approach? I should approach a shrotriya brahmanishta. So shrotriyatvam can be known, brahmanishtatvam cannot be known. It can be known. Jnani alone can know a jnani, they say. So if the jnani can know a jnani and I know that he is brahmanishta, then I'm already a jnani. Then why do I need to approach an acharya? So I am approaching an acharya because I want jnana, veditum ichha, and therefore an ajnani approaching someone who, whether he is brahmanishta or not, I wouldn't know. I can assume. But since even if I assume he is a brahmanishta, or I say I don't know, with Shraddha I give benefit of doubt, but still Shrotriyatva can be known. The Shruti says approach a Shrotriya Guru. So Shrotriyatva is defined. Tribhi Shrotriya Muchyate. So Janmana Brahmano Jnyeya. Then Samskara Dvija Uchyate. And so two qualifications. He should be Brahmana by Janma. He should be, so Varnashrama Dharma is, revealed by the Shruti, and it says that karma has given this Janma, and what should be the lifestyle of a person born in a particular Janma. Although all can get moksha, the Chitta Shuddhi process varies. So Shrotriya is defined as someone who is a Brahmana by birth, and further what? He has Upanayana Samskara Ityadi. So Dvija, he is a Dvija also. Samskara Dvija Uchyate. So Upanayana Samskara should be there. So Vedic learning should be there. Karma Kanda also, Mantra Bhaga should be learned. Swashaka at least. Major parts at least, if nothing else in today's era. Then the third qualification is what? Study in the Sampradaya. So, Vidyaya Yati Vipratvam. So, it should be a Vipra. Vidyaya Yati Vipratvam. So, this is the third qualification. Now, these three can vary. One can be a Brahmana by birth, may not have Upanayana Samskara, or with or without Upanayana Samskara, may or may not have Jnana in the study in the Sampradaya. But without the Upanayana Samskara, generally Upanishad is not taught. Veda Vedanta is not taught. Nonetheless, in this orthodoxy, I'm saying. So, Dharma Shastra comes from orthodoxy. So, there all these rules are mentioned. So, who is a Shrotriya then? So, Tribhi Shrotriya Muchyate. He should be, so there may be a person who has studied in the Sampradaya but not Brahmana by birth, may or may not have Upanayana Samskaras. So, these combinations are possible in today's era. But Shrotriya is someone who has all three. Says the Dharma Shastra there. So, Tribhi Shrotriya Muchyate. Shrotriyatvam can be known. And if Shrotriyatvam can be known, and whether or not you give the benefit of doubt of Brahmanishtatvam to the Acharya, that person can be approached for study as per Mundaka. So these Vishishta Gunas and more, of course, there are many Vishishta Gunas. So Vishishta Gunaihi Acharyasya Yaha Sambandha. That Sambandha that Acharya has with these Vishishta Gunas, whereby he becomes Shrotriya, approachable as an Acharya. Tat Sankirtana Purvika Guroho Namaskara Kriya. So these are the general gunas. And there are many gunas also, other gunas, so Vishishta gunas. So with those gunas, with that Shraddha Bhava, one does Namaskara, Prabhi Bhava. Sankirtana, with the Stuti Purvika, the Guru ho, towards the Guru, there is this Namaskara Kriya, Pradarshate iti Shesha. So, Iyam Namaskara Kriya, or Esha Namaskara Kriya, what? Pradarshate. Bhavati one can add. Bhavati Asti Vartate, generally that's how we do Anvaya. But here, Pradarshate iti Shesha, it has been shown that you also follow this. You also do Namaskara to the Guru. Yadva, second meaning. Yadva ya iyam Namaskara Kriya sa swasampradayasya uchita pramana purvakatva jnapanaya iti sambandha. Otherwise, what is the sambandha? Sambandha is not of the Guru, but sambandha is what? Namaskara Kriya that is there. Sa Namaskara Kriya swasampradayasya uchita pramana Purvakatva Jnapanaya. Iti Sambandha. So, iti Sambandha, here this Sambandha is not this Yas Sambandha. Acharya Sambandha is there, but here he says that the Sambandha, the Anvaya is such that this Namaskara Kriya is Swasampradayasya Uchita Pramana Purvakatva Jnapanaya. Why do I do Namaskara? Because this Namaskara Kriya itself shows that my Sampradaya has connection with the Uchita Pramana. It has connection with the Uchita Pramana, meaning it's a valid Sampradaya. By my Namaskara validates it further. That's why we do Namaskara. This is another possibility. So the Shloka now. So having said this, having stated this introduction as to why Bhagwan Sureshwaracharya is doing namaskara to his guru Adi Shankaracharya, Bhagwan Bhashyakara, so he gives this shloka. अलब्ध्वातिशयं यस्माद् व्यावृत्तास्तमबादयः गरीयसे नमस्तस्मै गरीयसे नमस्तस्मै अविद्या ग्रंथिभेदिने. So this tasma is tasmai in sandhi HOYVA and then lopashakalasya. So with that, the namastasma, the yakara or vakara goes away there. So that has gone away. But the word is tasmai. There is no tasma pada there. Tasmai. So padacheda alabdhva tvanta pada, not having attained. What? Atishayam. Something superior. Yasmad. Compared to whom? Vyavruttaha. Vyavrutta, they have all gone away. Who have gone away? Tamabadayaha. So tamabadaya is a single word. Tamap. Tamap is a pratyaya. Tarap, tamap. Tarap is what? Tarap is a pratyaya for which is a comparative degree. And tamap is what? Tamap is a pratyaya for superlative degree. So tamapadaya, all pratyayas in those categories which are comparative or superlative or positive. They have three, right? Positive, comparative, and superlative in English. So all those suffixes have gone away. It's a way of expressing poetically that suffixes have gone away. Where do you add the suffixes? The suffixes are added. These kind of suffixes, like good becomes, the word changes to better. Better changes to best by suffixes in English. Here what? Guruhu, Gurutaraha, Gurutamaha. Jnani, Jnani Taraha, Jnani Tamaha. Can we make such words by adding pratyas like Tarap and Tamap? Surely you can make. But he says, Alabdhva, Atishayam Alabdhva Yasmat Guruhu. He says, my guru is such a guru that Yasmat, this is the Vishishta Guna. You saw the generic Guna, Shrotriya Brahmanishta. Here what? Specific Gunas. He says, these Tamapadaya Pratyas also cannot be added and a word cannot be created when we want to compare with my guru. He is that kind of a guru. Very beautiful expression. See, Tamapadaya Pratyaya Vyavrittaha Bhavanti. Tasmat, Yasmat Guroho, Saheva Guru, Saheva Mama Guru, he says. Atishayam, why? What is the hetu for Tamapaya? You cannot add even Tarap Tamap and create a word as being better than the Guru. He says, Atishayam Alabdhva. They don't have any hetu to be added. Only if I find some superior quality in someone, then I can add a Tarap Pratyaya and make such kind of a word. Compared to my Guru, there is no one superior, no one's, forget any Atishaya in Sadhu Gunas, in Jnani Gunas. And therefore, further Padachida Gariyase Namaha Tasmai Gariyase Namaha. So Gariyase Iyasun has been added. Iyasun is also comparative. Ishtan is superlative degree. Like Ishtan is superlative like Tamap Pratyaya. And Iyasun Pratyaya is comparative like Tarap Pratyaya. But here he has given a comparative. Gariyase. Gariyase, Guru plus Iyasun. You will get Gariyas. And Tasmai Gariyase in Chaturthi. Namaha. Earlier, Dhvantachide. Here, Avidya Granthi Bhedine. Single word. Bhedi, remover of what? Granthi of Avidya. Avidyayaha ya Granthihi. Granthihi. I'm not sure. Granthi may be ki pratyanta. Then in that case, it will be pullinga. So I'm not sure. Linga is a little tricky. I mean, too difficult to understand in Sanskrit unless we have the bhasha already. We already know the language. Then we can understand. Otherwise, Bhagavan Panini Maharshi himself says that in Vyakrana, linga cannot be taught. Of course, he went ahead. Although he made that sutra, he went ahead and tried and made a Linganushasana also. But still he says it is difficult. It has to be known only through the language. So if you have a lot of vocabulary, you will understand a particular gender of a word. For example, Dara Shabda. Dara Shabda is Nitya Bahuvachana. It is a Pullinga Shabda, but it means a wife. It means a single wife. One wife we'll call as Daraha in Bahuvachana, and it is a Pullinga Shabda. How do we understand all this? Only through language. And that is the only way it has to be used. Apshabda stands for Jala. Nitya Bahuvachana. It does not have Ekvachana, Dvivachana, Rupa, like Dara Shabda as well. But stands for what? Water. What is the plural of water now? There is no plural really. In English, we don't say waters. Poetically, you may say. No, but waters is not a word which is common. But in Sanskrit, water will be called as apaha. Strilinga, Nitya Strilinga, Nitya Bahuvachana. So we understand through the language. So this Granthi, I think Granthi is Ki Pratyanta, like Samadhi perhaps. You can quickly cross check. Just give me a moment. Since this question came up, it's better to look up. Just give me a moment. Granthi. Yeah, Pullinga. Unadi. Okay, not Ki Pratyaya, but Unadi E. Unadi is even more difficult. So Unadi Pratyas are all Krut Pratyas. So E Pratyaya. Unadi section itself, Unadi text itself is a different Grantha. So Unadayo Bahulam. Lot of things can happen in lot of meanings, lot of things can happen. Guna, Vriddhi, etc. May not happen. All these are possible in Unadi all the more. So anyway, this is a Pullinga Shabda. So Avidyayaha Yaha Granthi Tasya Bhedine. Tasya Bhedine. So this Gariyase, the Guru who is superior or compared now. Comparative degree. Why comparative degree? So it is like saying Guru is better. So when you say the pratyaya which gives the best superlative degree, those go away because your Guru is better. Makes no sense there. But there is such usage. In English, we say what? Better than the best. When you say better, there is usage better than the best. So best is supposed to be, superlative degree. And better is comparative. But what is the phrase? Better than the best. Oh, my Guru is better than the best there are. So such usage is there here. Gariyase is what? That Gariyase is what? Even if it is comparative, compared to even the best of the Gurus, he is even better than them. So that comparative itself is comparative for the source to compare a superlative degree. So you cannot go beyond that. So Hetu has been given. This is the Shraddha in the Guru. He says that there is no comparison. That is the idea there. Avidya Granthi Vedi. So one who removes the Granthi of Avidya, meaning the knot, meaning that which ties us in samsara. Each and every samskara, each and every karma leaves a samskara. That samskara strengthens the Avidya Granthi as though another knot. If we call it as a knot, then the knot keeps on growing or becomes more convoluted, more involved. Very difficult to remove. But this, it is not removing the granthi which you try to pull on one thread and then it becomes tighter. None of that. He says avidya granthi bhedine completely shatters it. It cannot, there is no thread to tie anymore, no rope to tie. The avidya is not something that can tie you anymore because it's completely destroyed. That kind of a guru is my Guru who has, shattered my avidya. This is the expression there. Further in the Tika, Yasma. So here what would be the Anvaya? Anvaya is what? Yasmat. Yasmat in bracket Yasmat Guru. Yasmat Tamabadeyaha. Tamabadeyaha. Yasmat Tamabadeya or Tamabadeya. Yasmat Vyavruttaha. Sorry. Yasmat Tamabadeyaha Atishayam Alabdhva Vyavruttaha Bhavanti Santi. Tasmai avidya granthi bhedine gariyase namaha. So that can be the anvaya there. There are multiple ways to do anvaya. I am giving what I am comfortable with. So you can do your own anvaya, whatever you prefer. So alabdhva iti. What is alabdhva? He says, Yasmad guroho anyatra. Elsewhere from my guru, atishayam alabdhva. Not finding anything superior. Not that I have not tried. So That is what it means. How do you know? Have you tried? Oh, having tried also, there is no way that somebody I found is superior than my guru, and therefore tamabadaya pratyaya cannot be added. Tamabadaya are what? Pratyaha. Why? Vishaya abhavat. विषय अभावादेव व्यावृत्य यस्मिन्नेव परिनिष्ठिताः तस्मै गरीयसे नमः इति अन्वयः. He gives the अन्वय also where possible. So Vishaya Abhava, that is the Hetu. Why? There is no Vishaya to which I'll add this Tama Pratyaya. No Guru is found who is better than my Guru, where I can say that this Guru is Gurutara or Gurutama. The Guru is actually, here literally Guru word in Napunsaka means heavy. Heavy. In Pullinga, Guru is an Acharya who, or the Stuti is what? Gukara Chandukaro hi, Rukar Stejochate, Ajnana Grasakam Brahma Guru Revana Samshayaha. So Guru is one, in the Gukara part is what? Andakara, Samsara Andakara. Like Brahma, Paramatma has the Avidya Ansha also, which is called as in the Samashti level Maya Ansha, whereby he has created the Prapancha. That is the Tamas Ansha. So Gukara is also like that. Compared to Paramatma, it's created the Prapancha, and Rukara is what? It takes away that Tamas. Therefore, what? Ajnana Grasakam Brahma. Grasaka is one who, like a crocodile. Crocodile catches you completely, the grip is such that it will not let go. Or swallows. Grasaka is what? Swallows. Grasaka, nul pratyanta. So, swallows the andakara, tamas, jnana. How? Poetic usage. Like what we have, Surya. When the Surya comes up, the Prakasha is such that it swallows the darkness. Similarly, Ajnana Grasakam Brahma. The same Brahma who takes away Ajnana, Brahmajnana there. That is my Guru. So Gukara Chandakaro hi, Rukara Stejochate, Rukara is Teja. And therefore what? Ajnana Grasakam Brahma. Guru is what? Ajnana Grasakam. Takes away the Ajnana of Shishya. So here he says, Tamabade Pratyaya Vishaya Bhavat. Since such a Vishaya Guru is not available, Tamap cannot be added to be called as Gurutara, Gurutama, and therefore Vyavritya. Vyavritta Bhavati means what? Vyavritya Kim Vyavritta Kutra Gachanti. Tamapadaya, if they are Vyavritta, they cannot be attached, then where can they be attached? Somewhere else. Meaning, where is that superiority? Where? Somewhere else? You didn't find it, somewhere else will they go? He says, no. Vyavritya yasminneva parinishtitaha bhavanti. All those pratyas accrue to my Guru alone. In him, in that Guru himself, all these pratyas will rest. They can never find anyone superior. They are right there in my Guru itself. Therefore, Vyavritya yasminneva parinishtitaha bhavanti. That is their culmination. To such a Guru tasmai gariyase namaha iti anvayah. Tatra hetu, why so? What is the gariyas? You had said gariyas, and there is no one superior. Why? He says tatra hetu avidya granthi bhedine. That is the hetu. My shraddha is that because my Guru has taken away my ajnana, no one else could. Even if I tried, I couldn't get. Therefore, he is the most superior. That is Shraddha. Generally, in Sampradaya, everyone says that my Guru is the best. So here, Avidya Granthi Bhedine iti. That is the Hetu. Because he is the remover of Avidya Granthi. He shatters the Avidya. Further, what? Swasmad Anyaihi Abhedya Avidya Granthi Bhedine iti. Means he, the Bhedinah, Swasmad Anyaihi. Compared to the Guru, there is nobody else. Swasmad, Swaswas Shabdena, Mama Guru, Madguru. So Madguruhu Anyaihi, compared to my Guru, whoever else is there, they may be great people, but Taihi Abhedya Avidya Granthi. The Avidya Granthi has not been removed by them. Abhedya. So you say, therefore, avidya granthi bhedine. Why? Swasmad anni abhedya avidya. Here you have to do padacheda abhedya. Avidya abhedya. Taihi abhedya. By others, other than my guru, by them the avidya cannot be removed. Avedya. That is the hetu. Therefore, avidya granthi bhedine iti. स्वस्मादन्यैः अविद्या अविद्या ग्रंथि भेदित्वात् गुरोः एवं विदता सिद्धा एव इत्यर्थ. He explains if it is not clear. He says why is evam vidata means what? Tarap tamap cannot accrue to anyone other than my guru in comparison. Why? Because swasmad compared to that guru, my guru, अन्यैः अभेद्या अविद्या अभेद्या अविद्या ग्रंथि भेदित्वात्. अभेद्य अविद्या. Here this is samasta pada. Avidya Granthi has not been taken away or cannot be taken away by anyone other than my Guru. Therefore, my Guru who has Evam Vidata. Guru has what? Evam Vidata. Evam Vidata means what? In the shloka, whatever has been given. And therefore, Evam Vidata Siddha Eva Ityartha. It is very well established. The next shloka, third shloka, is introduced by saying Samanantara Shloka Aviprayam Aha. What is the intention behind the third shloka? Namaskara iti. So Bhagavan Sureshwaracharya says, Namaskara nimitta swashaya avishkaranartha. The next shloka, avishkaranartha shloka, anya shloka, uttara shloka. Namaskara nimitta swashaya avishkaranartha. To express what is the intention, what is the nimitta, what is the intention, my own intention, swashaya. In the namaskara that has been done in the second shloka, what is the intention behind that namaskara? So that is the introduction to the third shloka. Tikakara says, Namaskarasya nimitta bhutaha yaha swasya ashayaha. The nimitta for the namaskara is an intention. There is some intention behind namaskara. It can be just because others are doing, I do it. No, he is an elder person, therefore I do it. No, he is in a respectable position, therefore I do it. Some nimitta should be there. What is the nimitta? So what is the nimitta? There is some intention. What is that intention? That is swasya ashaya. My intention, which has become the nimitta for the namaskara in the second shloka, is what? That is abhipraya vishesha, a particular intention. There is an intention behind my namaskara to the guru, which is the nimitta for the namaskara, right? That intention is what? Abhipraya vishesha. Abhipraya vishesha is the meaning for swasya ashaya. Ashaya is abhipraya vishesha, a particular intention. Backing that namaskara as a nimitta becomes the hetu. Yena abhiprayana namaskara krutaha. With which intention I have done namaskara. Just like doing a karma, there is a sankalpa. Why do you do a particular karma? There is some sankalpa behind it. So similarly, why do I do namaskara? There is some abhipraya behind it. Tasya namaskara kruta. So namaskara he has used, not kriya. So namaskara is pullinga, not namaskaram. I see a lot of people, in in Tamil and all, Malayalam it may be there, namaskaram. But in Sanskrit, you should not use it. So people open an email saying namaskaram and start in Sanskrit. It's okay. Every language has its own, own pratyas. So, but you should not use it in Sanskrit. Sanskrit, namaskara is a very common word. Some words you don't know the linga is understood, like granthi, etc. But namaskara is, it's an opening line. You can't go wrong there. You shouldn't go wrong there. Some prayas has to be done. You cannot say namaskara or namaskaram. It should be namaskara. It is a pullinga shabda. Ghayanta, achanta, these become pullinga. So namaskara yena viprayana krutaha tasya, therefore tasya avishkaranartham uttara shlokaha ityartha. To show why this, this particular namaskara is done, what is the abhipraya which became the nimitta for namaskara, to express that, the next shloka. What is that? So the Mulakara says, Vedantodara sangudham samsarotsari vastugam jnanam vyakrutam apyanyair vakshe guruvanushikszaya. So there is an anuswara missing here. Vedanta udara sangudham, Vedantodara sangudham, one word. Samsara utsari, one word. Vastugam, Jnanam Vyakrutam api anyaihi vakshe guru anushikshaya. Single word. So vakshe, aham vakshe, I will teach. Here vakshe is I'll teach or reveal or give the knowledge or share the knowledge. What is that? Jnanam vakshe, aham jnanam vakshe. So what is that jnanam? It is anyaihi vyakrutam. Before that, another Visheshana. So let's look at the Visheshana. Vedanta Udara Sangudam Jnanam. Kidrisham Jnanam Aham Vakshe. What kind of jnana will I, elaborate here, talk about, elaborate or share? He says Vedanta Udara Sangudam. Udara is like the belly or heart also you can take here in this sense. It's at the heart, Tatpare Vishya. Udara here is in sense Tatpare Vishya. What is at the very heart of Vedanta? Just like we say Hetu Garbha Visheshanam. The Garbha is in the meaning of what? What is it is within, hidden within. So Garbha, Udara, Hridaya, all these words are used to show that Antaha, Vedanta, Antaha, Tatparyatvena. What is within Vedanta? Sangudam, very well hidden. Gudam, Rahasya. Why is it a Rahasya? See, today it is very easy to see the Rahasya. All of this is available in Wikipedia. Without the Acharya, it cannot be understood. You run an AI translation and read it, makes no sense. AI is so dangerous that it creates Sanskrit shlokas. I have tried AI. For this, in fact, I would like to share this. This Tamap Pratyaya, somebody from Arsha Seva itself. So, when I said that I'll be, teaching, starting this thing, Naishkarmyasiddhi, there is a request, so I'll teach Naishkarmyasiddhi. So he just went through it. I had seen it long back. I had not started seeing it yet. So he looked at this and he sent me the shloka, Vyavrittas Tamavadaya. So I said, very nice shloka. I didn't recollect it was in Naishkarmyasiddhi. So he said that I have never seen this. I have never seen this pratyas in a shloka. I said, yeah, I have seen it earlier. So where I didn't recall. Then when I began to look up and making a document, which document we should use and all that. So that time I saw this Tamapade Pratyaya here as a second shloka. So that question came in my mind. Are there any shlokas like this elsewhere? So I said that the best way to do is what? You can't go through granthas. So you search on Google. Now you can use AI also. So I asked Meta. Since it was there on WhatsApp, I just sent it. It completely destroyed the meaning, gave absolutely wrong meanings. So I said that this is not the meaning, this is the meaning. He says, you are correct. You are right. That is the meaning. I said, are there similar verses which use Sanskrit pratyas in a verse? Has anyone used it? So he said, yes. Started giving me all sorts of quotations. None of those exist. References also. I referred it. I said, there is no such shloka. It gave me something from Viveka Chudamani. I said, Viveka Chudamani, I have studied, I have taught it with Tika. I said, I have never seen this. Then I looked up, it is not there. Not only as that number, I thought that it may have gone, somewhere else. So I asked it whether it has, it is not only it is not there in that particular verse number that you have given me. It is not there in the entire Viveka Chudamani. I said, forget Viveka Chudamani. It is nowhere to be found on the Google also. And it actually makes sense. That verse makes sense in Sanskrit. You can actually make some sense out of it if it is an actual verse. So I asked it, did you hallucinate it? It said yes. It said yes. So AI is hallucinate. It's a technical word, paribhashika shabda. AI is hallucinate. If you give it a context and you ask it to come up with something, it will hallucinate and bring you something. If you ask it to, analyze a particular bhashya section or something, it will go ahead, analyze it, give that meaning, and it will remember that, and it will train itself to create such sentences and attribute to Bhagavan Bhashyakara or even Upanishad. It will say Upanishad says this. If you ask it, where did you find it? It will give you some random number. It is here, it is here. If you look up, it will not be there. It will not be there in exact phrase. It will not be there in meaning also. It hallucinates. And then I thought that somebody asked me, why did you ask Meta? Did you try Gemini? Did you try Chat GPT? All of these hallucinate. All AIs hallucinate. it is a big issue. They don't do simple tasks. They complicate your simple task and make it extremely, untrustworthy. Their result you cannot trust at all. Forget meaning. Even references you can't ask. That's why somewhere I read, there's an article or something. So somewhere it is said that, research papers which quote AI, they got reference to that, they are not valid. Why? Because of hallucination. So that is the Maya, Maya makes even the Achetana hallucinate. Achetana AI computers hallucinate. It was very interesting when I found that. And I had multiple incidents. So I've shared with others who are using AI. I said, look at these. Don't use AI for all these purposes. They are not pramana. So Acharyavan Purusho Veda. Anyway, so moving on here, just look at what the Vedanta Udara Sangudam. So Vedanteshu Upanishatsu Tesham or Vedantanam Udareshu or Udare also. In the Upanishad Vakya, what is at their heart, what is at their core, hidden. And Sangudam, so what I was saying is Sangudam is that you can use Wikipedia, you can use AI, but then it will still remain a Rahasya. That is Sangudam, Samyak Gudam. It is hidden so well that even if the Mahavakya is told to anyone, it will still remain a Rahasya. It is an open secret. But open secret in the other context, everyone knows. They think that it is a secret. That's exactly opposite to an open secret. It is not an open secret. Even if it is an open, if it is open, it will remain a secret. In other places, what is the meaning of open secret? It is thought of as a secret, but everyone knows. So it is open. It is not a secret anymore. But here it is exactly opposite. It is a closed secret. Even if it is given out in Wikipedia and every resource is available, still the knowledge is hidden because it remains paroksha. It is your swarupa which can never be paroksha. It is your aparoksha atma which is your swarupa. You are that, but still hidden. That is the Maya or avidya. So Vedanta udareshu yat sangudam jnanam tadaham vakshe. Samsara utsari. What is it? It will remove samsara. That kind of a jnana. Napunsaka. Jnanam, therefore, all these are napunsaka. Vastugam. Vastu gacchati iti. Vastugam. Gacchati, gamayati. We'll see more in the tika what exact words are. So we'll just look at the basic meaning here. And vyakrutam api aham vakshe. Although expressed by others, although this jnana is taught by others, still aham vakshe. Still I will share. Why? He says, Hetu is what? Guru Anushikshaya. Because Guru has ordered. Guru Ajna. Anushikshaya means Guru Ajnaya. Because Guru has said you do it. And we have seen this in the earlier patha as to the, there was doubt regarding, because in Purvashrama, Sureshwaracharya, Bhagwan is considered as Mandana Mishra, who was a Karma Kandi. So they said that he may not do justice to your, Tika on Bhashya, Brahma Sutra Bhashya, which he wanted to write, but then others, it is said that they complained. If they complained, then there can be a doubt remaining as to whether a Karma Kandi has done justice to Vedanta, especially when he has lost the battle, lost the Vada. So that kind of a doubt is there. Once this doubt is sown, Samshayatma Vinashyati. So with this doubt, the Grantha may not be studied. So Bhagwan Bhashyakara said that you create an independent Grantha. So that is this Naishkarmyasiddhi, Guru Anushikshaya. That Tvaya Karaniya. Tvaya Esha Grantha Karaniya. Iti Adesha. Iti Guru Anushiksha Taya. So that is the reason, Hetu, for his creating the Grantha. So there is only, anyway, we have not started the Tika, so we'll look at the Tika in the next part. Vedanta Vijnanam Vaksheti Sambandha Kim Pramanakam Tarityataha. So we'll look at this in the next part. Yat Sakshat Sachidanandam Pratyagadvayam Akriyam Tannamami Nrusiyasi Yogi Gamyam Param Padam. Any questions? Yes, Sundaramanji.
Namaste, Swamiji.
Yeah.
It is said to get knowledge, one has to study Vedanta by being with the Guru in a Gurukulam. So, by listening and learning through YouTube, will it produce the same result?
Yes, yes. See, you have to see now, look at anything in today's era, right? Sannyasi. Okay, it should not be taught to sannyasi, anyone other than sannyasis. There is a rule there. So sannyasis themselves are not studying it. Many sannyasis don't study. So many rules are there. Now see, what you are saying is right, but how many gurukulas exist? And again, Vedanta should be studied after Veda. How many of us have actually gone to Gurukula in our childhood, got Upanayana Samskara there and studied Vedas? How many of us have done that?
Not able to
So
hear some.
these, yeah, sorry, you were saying something. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, Sundaramanji, you were saying something? That's okay. Okay, maybe you said something muted. So I was saying that all these rules are definitely there, undoubtedly. But when the initial is not possible, if we cannot go and stay with a guru as an antevasi, that's the best. For some time, that's why, in the physical presence of the guru is always good. Physical presence of the
Not
guru is
able to hear
always good.
Swamiji.
We approach in the Gurukula or the Kutiya or wherever, and studying is always the best. But the second best is what? You if you can't stay for a long time, then go to a retreat, for short duration, and then come back, connect with the acharya, and then study. Third option is you study online. Fourth option is you study in with recordings. All these can give jnana, undoubtedly. Shravana is should be done. Shraddha in the sampradaya should be there. You should have approached the guru, and with that shraddha in the sampradaya, the jnana can come. There is a pramana for this.
Yeah.
Today. So of course, what you are saying is right. There is uh, these are all gradations. So from best to lesser and lesser and lesser. Independent study should not be done. Of course, at a certain stage, not every grantha can be learned from a guru. At a certain stage, when the jnana is firm enough, then one can do independent study.
Okay.
Independence one can do, does not mean one should do, because not all granthas are taught. So, and if you want to create a grantha also, see, you have to think in that manner. If the grantha has to be created, one has jnana. How will one create? He cannot study that grantha from someone else. So the jnana, broad spectrum of jnana is studied from various granthas, and then you apply that, and either you create another grantha based on those, or you study other granthas which already have that content in concise form or elaborate form. So it's an elaboration of what you already studied, or it is a summary or brief expression of what you have studied in different words. There is nothing new in this. Only more details, or different ways or different prakriyas which can be studied on your own. Yeah, they'll fructify. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Swami.
Yes, Vibhuti ji.
Guruji, namaste. In the last to last class, I think Yat Pranena Praniti was there, and you told that it is not found in any of the Shastras. But in the Kenopanishad, Guruji, Yat Pranena Na Praniti is there. So, does it make any difference?
No, is there, all right. No, you look at the Tippana. The meaning is the same, does not matter. Yat is not there, Yaha is there. Yaha is there. So we saw at the Tippana there, the Tippana said that Yat is not there, Yaha is there. Yeah, here, see, Yat Pranena Praniti iti Vakyam Upanishatsu na drishyate, kintu Yaf Pranena Praniti iti Shruti, Brihat Shruti is there. In Kena, something similar is there, but na is there. Yena, there the Pramana is what? Not Yat Pranena Praniti there. Na you said, right? There is na.
Yeah.
So basically prana is supported by which that can also be taken. The interpretation is that what the prana works as prana due to which, that is the idea. But here it is, there is no technical this thing there. There is only as to whether it is a typo or not. And I just explained it to say that there is shraddha that maybe such Shruti existed as is yat pranena praniti. Without the na, without the pullinga, napunsakalinga, that is the Shraddha and the words have been retained there. That's why nothing is changed in the Tika. We interpret the way it makes sense to us with our limited knowledge. But the Shraddha is what? There may be such Shruti, I do not know. Maybe Bhagwan Chitsukaracharya knew it, we don't know. Yeah, that is the context. It is not whether exact words are there or not. It is not found in that meaning, it is not found. Yeah?
Okay, thank
With
you.
that. Anything else? Anyone else? Okay, I'll see you in the next part. Namaste.
Namaste.